Good evening. Thanks for tuning in to Channel 3. I'm Brantendo64, and Halloween is just days away now, which means you're most likely trying to soak up as much Halloween content as you can as you struggle to put together the remaining pieces of your last-minute Halloween costume before the big party this week. The problem is, you've seen Ghostbusters 5 times this month, you've worn out the Monster Mash, and you've come to terms with the fact that the Great Pumpkin, much like my ex-girlfriend, may just never come. But sometimes, the best Halloween themes don't come from Halloween specials or Halloween movies. Sometimes, the coolest Halloween themes can be found where you least expect them. That's why today I'm presenting to you yet another one of my favorite Halloween theme levels from a non-Halloweenish game. Let's blow this cartridge. Today we're visiting a classic, Threed from Earthbound. As the first 5 letters of its name suggests, Threed is the third major area that you visit in Earthbound, preceding Fourside and succeeding Tucson. Clever, I know. Now, before you take to the comments about how you remember Earthbound being a vibrant and lively game, let me explain to you why Threed is extremely appropriate for the Halloween season. Though the name suggests there's some sort of linear or progressive correlation between the level and the 3 surrounding it, Threed is by far the most distinct. That's because it has been taken over by the undead. The horror begins before you even get to the level, as you first have to be driven through a tunnel filled with ghosts who hate everything cheerful. These ghosts are merely a harbinger of things that await you in Threed. The first thing you may notice on arrival are the colors of the town. Dark, blue, and purple tones give the area a dead and cold feel, appropriate given the majority of the town's demographic, dead people. It states here on the level's wiki that the population of zombies is 2,000, which is 5 more than the population of people. Fortunately, it also assures us that there are no lions, tigers, or bears to worry about, because that was obviously a concern. The overwhelming amount of zombies here makes it no surprise that the only things the people in the area seem to think about are their undead neighbors. Though the undead may be the centerpiece of horror in Threed, this isn't just a zombie level. As a matter of fact, Threed seemed to be designed with Halloween in mind. One of your enemies is even called a trick-or-treat kid. Oh no, wait, that's trick or trick. Close enough. And his head is a jack-o'-lantern. Aside from the trick-or-trick kid and the average urban zombie, you also encounter zombie possessors, which are really just standard-looking ghosts, and zombie dogs. It seems as though nowhere in Threed is safe, and even when you think the coast is clear, the trash bins might just sprout legs and come after you as well. And not only are these trash bin ghouls some of the most formidable enemies in the level, the Putrid Moldymen in particular is seriously one of the ugliest and most disturbing enemies I've ever seen. Seriously, there's something about this art style that creeps me out. It sort of reminds me of the art style in the animated short, The Thing What Lurked in the Tub. That's not even the grossest enemy in the level though. One of the mini-bosses is literally named Mini Barf, and it appears as though he's just that, living, breathing puke. As if the level wasn't scary enough though, it takes an even scarier turn when you're convinced to follow a suspicious-looking woman into a hotel. I'm not exactly sure what Ness and his friends had in mind when they caught up to her, but what they probably didn't expect is that she was leading them to an ambush. As soon as you step into the room, you're surrounded by all of the level's scariest enemies, and held hostage in a mysterious room underneath one of the town's 2 graveyards. You're held here with no chance of escape, until a new character, Jeff, flies in on a strange flying pod and joins your team. You kinda had to be there to understand. One very interesting and kind of creepy element of the area is that it seemed to have once been home to a functioning circus that has since been run down, possibly as a result of the zombie arrival. There are abandoned cages in the southern part of town, and the town's safe haven is an old circus tent. In this circus tent is where a few of the townsfolk have gathered to arrange a plan to rid the town of the zombies, though most of the people in the tent seem like they just need a place to hide. The circus theme ends up playing a key role in the level though, as once you make your way out of the room you were locked in, you face one of the level's bosses, which is a giant living circus tent. Boogie Tent, as he is so appropriately named, is a floating pair of menacing looking eyes and sharp teeth, overlaying a cool psychedelic backdrop. Once you defeat Boogie and obtain an item called the zombie paper, you can finally clear Threed of the zombies. The tent that once served as a safe haven for the townsfolk is now just one giant zombie trap. Ironic and very cool. Wow, pretty scary, right? What? Oh, come on! Zombies, ugly trash can monsters, possessed puddles of barf? That's scary. What about that trick-or-trick kid? I mean, who knows what's underneath that pumpkin? Okay, it's not that scary, but it definitely is appropriate for Halloween. Once again, thanks for tuning back into Channel 3. I'm Brantendo64. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, happy Halloween, and let's blow this cartridge.
Hey, you very good!